I'm so glad that women have spaces where we can talk about things. I love that women are writers. I love that we're putting out movies. I love that we're sharing our narratives in in all of these spaces. We're taking other women's stories and we're amplifying them because men have had too long to be able to dictate the narratives. And as they're speaking, I remember in olden times, they only let the smart ones write books and stuff. The smart ones would be on TV and that kind of thing. These days, everybody can talk, anybody can type some stuff, and that is not good PR for the peen havers. Let's talk about Jake. Let's read this caption. If a man feels like he is being mothered, he will stop leading. If a woman feels like she has to take over, she will stop respecting him. The moment she starts managing his responsibilities, the polarity shifts and the attraction fades. Just a couple of days ago, this man was on the internet and it was going viral. He was crashing out because he did not want to run errands and he couldn't figure out why he couldn't get money out of his ATM, and he needed help managing his own health and his medicines and stuff. The thing about these people is they are not consistent and they don't know how to properly adult. Yet they still want to be regarded as the leader. They need someone to manage their life, but manage it from the back so that they still look like they are important. And they're not even leading themselves correctly, yet they still want to use this word leading in conjunction with a relationship. A woman is not, we should not be mothering at all. It literally should be a relationship of parity, like, partnership, egalitarian, equality. Like, it should not be, I am an adult. I'm married an adult. I don't need someone to lead me because I was an adult when I got married. So I really wish that we can get out of this narrative like women need a leader. We're adults. Anyways, but he's talking about if a woman feels like she has to take over, she will stop respecting him. But the thing is, when you are in a partnership, you should be doing something. If I'm tired, you should be propping me up. If I'm busy over here, you should be busy over there. Like, we should be complimenting each other, and not one person should be burdened with anything. And that's the thing. Like, if you were a true leader will see this is being neglected over here. Let me pick up slack over here. No woman should have to be mothering. We shouldn't. And at that particular juncture, that's when men start calling it nagging or whatnot. But let me look at his slides. Let's look at the slides together. He says, mothering a man is the fastest way to kill a marriage. Okay, I agree. You shouldn't even have to. But where's his responsibility in this? Let's see if he addresses that. One of the biggest mistakes women make in marriage, often without realizing it, is stepping into a mothering role with her husband. It usually comes from a well-intentioned place. She wants to help, make life easier for him, and ensure everything runs smoothly. But when she starts reminding, correcting, over-explaining, or taking over his responsibilities, the dynamic shifts from partner and lover to mother and son, and nothing diminishes attraction faster than that. And so, like, when we're seeing people, men in comments saying, just write a list, just tell us A, B, C, D, what exactly you need. But then this man is saying, don't do that. That's the reason why I say don't listen to them at all, because they make no sense. Many women unknowingly take on the full mental load of the marriage, managing the finances, scheduling appointments, and making sure household responsibilities are handled. If she constantly checks in on him to see if he has followed through on something, takes over the bills because she does not trust his decisions, or steps in before he has a chance to take responsibility, she is sending a subtle message that he is incapable. Over time, this creates resentment on both sides. He feels disrespected and unneeded, while she feels exhausted from carrying everything alone. In a full and balanced partnership, she wouldn't have to ask for things twice. She wouldn't be carrying all of these things alone because she knows that she has a reliable partner. The only reason why a woman would be taking on all of these things is if she sees that already, if I don't do this, we're not going to get to point B. I'm over here at point A. I need to make sure I'm over on point B by a certain time. And like, if you know that something has to be paid on time, you know that you have to cut back on this over here so this bill can be taken care of. We're doing this for a reason. And the only time that a woman will be taking on all of these things is if her partner, her supposed partner, has failed to do his part at some other point in time, and she doesn't want to get to that point or deal with those consequences. Next slide. A man who feels like he's being monitored, corrected, or micromanaged will often withdraw or stop taking initiative altogether. Some become defensive while others check out and let her run the show. Either way, the attraction in the marriage erodes. She no longer feels like she has a strong man to rely on, and he no longer feels like a man in his own home. And the thing is, at what point do these men talk to men about just handling things instead of just withdrawing? If a woman is saying, look, we got to get this done, she's not micromanaging because she wants to micromanage. She's micromanaging probably because something has fallen through the cracks before. So when do men ever address men about being better instead of using weaponized incompetence, doing things badly so that the woman will just say, F it, let me get it done? And you see in all of these slides, this man is not addressing men, just what the woman is doing. Again, a woman who truly wants her man to step up must give him the space to do so. This means allowing him to take responsibility for things like finances, household tasks, or decision-making without interference. Instead of reminding him like a mother would, she can inspire him with trust, appreciation, and feminine energy, which is silly. The thing is, when you are a leader, and women are typically the leaders of the household because we know what is going on. We know all of the things that the kids are doing. We know our schedules. We know our husband's schedules. We know these things. And so we are leading from the front. They're leading in their brains, but not in action or anything. And so, no, if a man has fallen down on his responsibilities, we're not going to just keep continuing to give him these tasks if it's going to impact getting to this point over here. If it's like everything has to be running smoothly, and to get over here, all of these pieces have to fit. So that's the reason why a woman is pulling this in and deciding to do these things. This is the last slide. Let's see if he addresses men. Assuming he is willing and ready, when he feels respected, needed, and valued, he will be inspired to rise into his masculinity. And that's the problem. These people should just be men, be adults without outside validation. They need too much outside validation in order to step into their roles. And that's the reason why they are not good partners. All right, it says he becomes more decisive, protective, and proactive, not because he's being forced to, but because he feels like a man in the relationship. And when he feels like a man, his love, commitment, and leadership flow effortlessly. That is so weak. This is literally extra weak. This is literally his weakest slide, because I am a woman and I don't need outside validation in order to lead my own life and handle my responsibilities. I don't need any space to step in and handle my business like an adult. The fact that he has to feel better in order to do these things is the reason why many of these people are failing and flailing, because they need why do you need some space to feel like a man? Why is your feeling of masculinity based on me? This is so weak. Like I said, this is the reason why you can't listen to these people, because they make no sense. And yeah, it's just very weak-minded. Clara Bell makes me laugh. She says, one of the biggest mistakes husbands make in marriage is nagging. Instead of choosing hysterics, praise your wife for the things she does do. Don't obsess over the negative. Your wife won't see the mess. She won't know where the kid's school is located, but she's trying. At least she comes home to you every night. If you need something, make a list, but don't expect everything to be done your way or on your timeline. Akabogu at the bottom says, see how this post blames the woman mothering a man? A woman does not just wake up and decide to take over a man's duty. A man, first of all, has to show he's incapable of taking responsibility before she can make an input which will gradually become mothering. So, put it this way, the fastest way to kill a marriage is when a man is unable to carry out his responsibilities. Exactly. Rebecca says women don't make that mistake. Men avoid responsibility, pretend to be incompetent. As soon as they start feeling comfortable in a relationship, they change their behavior. Exactly. Start acting and living like teenagers, expecting the woman to take all the responsibilities of homemaking. They gaslight, complain about her being a nag, say that he will do it tomorrow. Why is she making a big deal out of it? Slowly, she's stopping to be the same person she was and starts to feel like the only adult mother. Exactly. Women are not just doing this because it's fun to do it. There's a reason she has to pick up all the slack. Healing Our Lineage says, so glad these comments reacted the same way I did. Let's switch this message to fastest way to kill a marriage is act like a child and put your wife in the position to have to mother you in an attempt to raise her husband to be an equal partner. And I'm glad too. I'm glad that the comments were going this way. So just like Healing Our Lineage said, yes, they were on code. The women were not playing that game with this. All right, this is the last screenshot. So the top one says, men's problems are men's problems. Stop trying to blame women once again. Maybe if they weren't such fragile babies, they wouldn't need to be mothered. Okay, good point. I'm glad these comments are staying on code. Subversive Socialite says, ladies, don't remind him to handle his responsibilities, or worse, step in to take care of your own needs. Just let him ruin your life so he can eventually learn basic competency through the crushing consequences of his own inactions with you as his guinea pig and collateral damage. All right, and the last one says, I'm just curious as to what exactly would make a woman feel like she has to take over. We don't go into relationships wanting to mother a man, but when we realize we're in a relationship with a man who possesses the emotional maturity of a child, that's what happens before we fully realize it. And that is what is making many women just walk away because it's not worth it. So if these men are not going to be partners, they don't deserve to have partners. And I guess I'm going to end it with that one. I've already said all I was going to say throughout this whole thing. Join the conversation. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, comment. I guess I cut myself off. I was saying don't forget to like, comment, and share.
These men are not lonely enough, so block them quicker. You know what? You see a woman post a video, a picture. She's smiling. She's doing something innocuous. She got her hair done. Like yesterday, I got my hair done. I posted a picture. I liked my hair. I felt cute. A man jumped in my comment section and said, "You paid for that?" Okay, you're blocked. Because what they want is negative engagement. I didn't say anything negative. I didn't say anything about a man or anything that required that. Yet he felt the urge to try to humble me, all because I posted a picture. I had another man in my comment section that used a snarky term of endearment, called me dear, and implied that I was lazy in my comment section. I didn't say anything to him. I just blocked him because how dare you? Sometimes these people just need to be lonelier. The loneliness epidemic is not wide enough. Block them. They want your engagement. They need someone to talk to them, even if it's in a negative way. Don't give them that. If you see any man jump into your comment section simply because you're out here smiling, having a drink, working out, and they want to be negative, please block them. Don't give them any kind of engagement. Make them be lonelier. I know it's inevitable that you just want to touch. You want to type something back to them. You want to clap back. But don't. They thrive off of negative engagement. Don't talk to them. Block them. Take back your energy. Don't talk to these people. Anyways, I'm still feeling good about my hair. Y'all join the conversation. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.